All right, let's talk about this. Right now, we're seeing oil hitting some key sentiment levels. You know, WTI back above $70 a barrel, Brent crude near 75. Earlier today, we saw things pull back. Right now, fractionally higher. What is this price action we're seeing today, following all this tension? How should investors?
I don't really think Middle East risk is priced into this market. I think a lot of investors faded the Middle East story early on, when it did not look like it was going to expand to Iran. And when we had that exchange of rocket fire in the spring that did not lead to a wider regional war, I think people said, story closed. But I continue to say that Lebanon is the really important story to watch, because Lebanon is viewed as a pathway to more direct Iranian involvement. Iran is a principal sponsor of Hezbollah. They would be very concerned about a liquidation of their most important proxy. So that is what we're watching very closely. You've had this morning Israel calling for an evacuation of towns in the south. The big question has always been whether Israel would launch a ground invasion of Lebanon like in 2006, but this time to essentially push Hezbollah off the border. And what does that mean, again, for Iran coming in?
What's not priced in? I mean, we obviously are looking at the video right here. We've seen the tensions all the way since, back in October. We saw things flare up in April. I mean, prices go up and they seem to go down when it doesn't escalate beyond some of this regional conflict. So what's not priced in?
See, here's the issue, Frank, is that we haven't had any major disruption to energy supplies. And that's why this story has essentially been put on the back burner. But the question is, could you see some pathway to, frankly, what happened in 2019? So when people say no oil's at risk, if we look at what happened in 2019, we had significant attacks on regional energy infrastructure by the Iranians. Pipelines hit, tankers attacked, and Saudi Arabia's Abqaiq facility also hit. So the question is there a pathway to this war becoming something that endangers energy supplies? We have not seen that yet. But that's why we watch Lebanon so closely, because, again, Iran is so deeply involved in Hezbollah. The question is, if Hezbollah was facing liquidation, would that be a path to Iran becoming in? And the question is Israel potentially going to turn their sights on Iran? They've raised a lot of concerns about the nuclear program, about their sponsorship of these groups in the region, these terrorist groups in the region. Will you see Israel take stronger action against Iran?
So again, you're saying it's not priced in. I think our audience knows if you say it's not priced in, they should pay attention.
Well, not fully priced in. Again, the story gets faded because we haven't seen energy supplies at risk. But now, given the fact that we are on potentially a precipice of a real second front in this war, I think market participants should be paying much more close attention to the Middle East right now.
All right, two other things we have to talk about: Fed rate cuts and also Chinese demand. Fed rate cuts, is that expected to give a big boost to demand in your mind? And also, what's going on with China? We haven't seen the pickup that so many people have been expecting for probably over a year.
Well, the China story has been the really big drag on sentiment. If you ask why oil prices have been so soft, it has been the underwhelming Chinese demand story. The interesting question, though, is, does the Fed rate cut, does that provide enough of a sort of tailwind in terms of broader macroeconomic sentiment that potentially lifts oil prices next year? I mean, certainly the rate story has been something that OPEC has been watching very closely. Right. They've basically said they've kept their barrels off the market because, in part, to the issues around uncertainty over Fed policy. So, again, that is a very important story for oil markets next year. But right now, I think the story we have to watch is what happens in the Middle East.